Honkai Star Rail has finally met its pre-registration goal of 5 million pre-registers. Now this goal is huge, guys, because not only does this mean we will get all the nice goodies and rewards that we're going to be getting here, it just means that a lot of people have their eyes on this game and are going to be willing to give this a try, whether it be from other communities or just people that play Hoyoverse games in general, or, you know, turn-based enthusiasts. So that's a good sign, guys. Hoyoverse is a huge company and they have a huge fan base themselves. But the fact that we got 5 million is amazing, guys, and I'm really looking forward to the release of this game. Now, for the rewards that you can expect from this pre-registration, guys, is 50,000 credits. We already unlocked that at 500,000. So think of credits as like Mora from Genshin Impact, or like your regular gold currency from any other gacha game that you use to upgrade your gears or whatever, you know, or your characters. You know, you always need that type of currency to do upgrades. So 50,000, not bad, we'll take it. Million, we got 3 Star Rail passes, which is great, guys, which means for those of you that are planning on re-rolling, you'll have more passes and more chances for you to pull that character that you want, so you don't have to re-roll as much. Like I said before in my previous video, me personally, I'm not going to be re-rolling. And the reason why, guys, is because I'm a content creator, and most likely I'm going to be in the content creation program where they go ahead and give out currency to the content creators so they can go ahead and be able to pull. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to have that type of access or aren't going to be making content on this game. I just want to be transparent and let you guys know why I'm not re-rolling. But, you know, for those of you that are interested in re-rolling, I wish you the best of luck. And this increases your odds of pulling your characters. And that's not all, guys. You don't only just get 3, right? You will also get 15 more Star Rail passes here at since we hit 5 million pre-registration rewards. I know I did a big skip from 1 million to 5 million, but I just want to let you guys know that we just unlocked that plus 15. Now it's not only plus 15, we also hit this goal right here where we got on their social media accounts 2,500,000 in total. We unlocked another 2 Star Rail passes, guys, with some 50,000 credits. But the most exciting thing is the Star Rail passes. So this totals out to be 20 Star Rail passes in total. And then on top of that, as you're questing to get to that first part of the game, you will also accumulate some Star Rail passes while you're playing. So you'll have about 30 to 40 Star Rail passes for you to do some summons. So yeah, this is really, really great news. And then if we go to 2 million, guys, we have the Trailblazer Welcome Avatar. I guess this is for the Hoyo Lab thing. I don't really use that, but for those of you that do use Hoyo Lab, there you go. You got the little train Trailblazer cute avatar. And then for the 3,500,000 pre-registers, we got the free 4-star character Serval. Now, if you haven't pre-registered, you can go ahead and come to the website. I'll leave a link down below where you guys can go ahead and pre-register yourself and be ready for when the game launches. Now, again, I did make a video dedicated to going over the characters you guys want to try to re-roll for, so you guys can go check that out. And then I also want to give my final thoughts on Honkai Star Rail now that I've completely finished the closed beta. So far, I think the game is very, very solid. And the end game loop isn't too bad right now. As your typical gacha game, you're gonna have your relic grind where you're gonna be farming for your equipment and stuff, which is not too bad in this game because there is an auto function where you guys can go ahead and leave the game farming in the background as you go do something else or play another game. So it's not as bad as people are making it seem the relic grind is gonna be in this game. Yeah, I do know that the aspect of getting basically random stats on your gear is kind of frustrating and irritating. I can understand that, but the reason I feel like they do this is to give us something to look forward to when we do log into the game and grind while we wait for new events so we can work on our characters and stuff. But again, it's not going to be as bad because we are going to have auto. Now, as far as the traces, there's going to be materials and stuff you got to farm for, just like in Genshin, that you can go ahead and level them up and make your character stronger. And then the tracks of destiny is going to be like equivalent to your crown and Genshin Impact as well, or like this exclusive piece of material that you use to further boost your abilities to a further level. So you're gonna need this gear, and I've been able to get this through the past 2 events that they came out with. So it's gonna be just like Genshin, where they're gonna come out with that material during the events and stuff. So everything else you can basically farm through dungeons and stuff, so it's not too bad either. Now, as far as the Eidolon system, I know some people have issues with it. I personally don't. As long as the character isn't like gated to be fully used and best at like E6, right? I'm perfectly fine with them having the Eidolon system. Even if they don't have any Eidolons, I would still like the character to be performing well enough on its own, even without Eidolons. Of course, Eidolons make it cooler, adds new effects or new abilities and stuff, but I don't want them to lock characters to be at their full potential all the way to E6 or something. So but I still do love this this system, so I'm all for it. Just don't lock it behind E6 or anything like that. Then we have the light cones, which is weapons. I've always thought that the light cones in this game, even the 3 stars, are extremely strong, and they're no joke. So they're definitely free to play friendly. The light cones, if you guys don't know what that is, like weapons in this game. So yeah, I'm using a 3-star light cone here on my Bronya, and it works great on her. Of course, you know, the 4-star and 5 stars are going to be better. But just to give you guys a slight idea of what I think about the light cone so far, I think the light cones are very well balanced, and actually I think they're kind of a little bit overtuned, the 3 stars or 4 stars, just because of how strong they are, and you guys will see when you start playing the game. And I do like the fact that they have, for the 4-star characters, their own dedicated light cones, just like the 5 stars have their dedicated light cones as well. So that's a big plus, and it's really good for the free to play. And then of course, you know, you have your ascension stuff to level up your characters, which I think it's fine. Gives you something to look forward to get in the game, grind, and make your character stronger, so you guys can be able to take on the challenges. Now, as far as speaking of challenges, we do have a game mode called Cosmic Warfare, which was very surprising and a challenge in a good way. So I do hope that they stay in this direction, where you go ahead and fight bosses and stuff and make them pretty difficult, and reward those end game players and hardcore players that play this game every day and do their best to gear up and make their characters to the best of their ability, so they can go ahead and be able to take on tougher content. Now, they've been giving out the most recent rewards out in these events earlier on, so the casuals can go ahead and collect it, but later on down the reward path, they would go ahead and give you other rewards, not as important as like the stellar jade and stuff, or this level up material for your talents, or traces, that's what they call it here. They'll go ahead and give you stuff like this or gear, which is still a plus for the end game player at the end of the day, rather than just getting nothing, or, you know, not having any challenge at all. Because let's face it, guys, if something becomes too easy, it's not the most exciting thing anymore to us. So I really like that they're having a fine balance of stuff for the casuals and then stuff for the end game hardcore players, which is great. Finding that middle ground balance is going to do them really good in the long run and for the future of this game. And as far as the characters, I do think all the 4-star for characters, or the free-to-play characters that they do give you, are actually very solid. Even including the main character is very solid. I've already mentioned that before in some of my videos. I do think he's very strong. And then yeah, I think it's very free-to-play friendly, so I think you guys will be just fine as you guys play through this game. Now, as far as the gacha, I do like the fact that the light cones, you can go ahead and pull one at 75% rate when you get to the pity marker, which is good. It's not a 50-50, which is awesome. So we're more than likely going to be able to attain that light cone for our character that we love. But I wish they do increase the rates on these characters, because I feel like they're just a slightly bit too low to my liking, honestly, guys. Because right now I think they're at like a 0.6% to pull a 5-star. Until you reach that guaranteed 50-50 or the guaranteed pull for them. I would like to see that, so we'll see what happens from here. But again, they do make up for us having to have an easier time at pulling the light cone, so it's a give and take there. Not to mention they start off with a beginner banner for you, so you can go ahead and pull your first free 5-star, but you have to get deep into the story a little bit, like maybe 5 hours, 4 hours, somewhere around those lines, where you'll be able to finally pull on the beginner banner and do 50 pulls and be able to pull your first 5-star and guarantee yourself one. And then for the people again that are re-rolling, this is the banner you're going to be re-rolling on, so good luck. The rates are kind of low, so if you're going to go into this re-rolling, make sure you have the right mindset. And then for the story, guys, the story is fantastic in this game. I can't wait till the game comes out, because once I was done with closed beta 3, they kind of cut me off in the middle of the story, so I'm really interested to see where this goes from now. But I really enjoyed myself. It's fully voice acted, the main story components, so you're definitely gonna enjoy it, especially for those of you that don't really want to read as much. You don't worry, you guys can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. And I'm telling you, it's really, really good. Right now I'm in the third world called the Jiao Lofu. I think I said that wrong. But yeah, it's going to be really exciting when they do come out with new updates and new planets and stuff, where we're going to be traveling in space. Just like in Genshin, where they upgrade and they come out with a region, they're going to come out with literally an entire world or a planet for us to go and visit, or a ship for us to go explore. And it's going to be exciting with new enemies, new challenges up ahead for us, and rewards and stuff, and just scenery and just theme in general. So it's gonna be really awesome. I'm super excited for that. Me, honestly, I love space and stuff like that, so I'm really looking forward to that. That gets me really excited. Also, another thing that gets me excited is the fact that they're gonna be coming out with new characters. You know, it's gacha. We all love gacha because of the new characters that they come out with. But specifically in this game, I'm really interested in what they're going to do, because of the mechanics that they came out with. Jing Yuan was very, very interesting and unique. And I think they're going to bring in, Hoyoverse is going to add their own touch of greatness to the characters in the gacha. So I'm really looking forward to see how their kits are and just the character aesthetics and all that. It's going to be really, really cool. And I can't wait to see it. Now, there's more things I can go over, but in general, I think this game is free to play friendly. And I think you're going to enjoy the story and the combat in this game if you like turn-based. But if not, don't worry, it's not that bad, because it's more of a reactive, active turn-based game where you're going to have to be paying attention, and there's going to be abilities that you can use in the middle of the enemy's turn, so you can go ahead and change the tides of battle. So, and the forms of endgame is Simulated Universe and Forgotten Hall right now, which is like compared to Spiral Abyss, and then Simulated Universe is more of like a roguelite, I guess you could say. But they're very interesting, and I definitely can see them coming out with more endgame stuff, especially since turn-based game are strategic and very, very heavily combat focused. Is not as open world, and it's not focused on exploring the world as other games are, like Genshin. So I definitely believe there's going to be more endgame coming that they have planned for this game, and just a lot more endgame events as well, or really cool strategic events for us as well. So looking forward to that. That is my final thoughts on Honkai Star Rail, guys. I think the game is great, and when it comes out, I think it's going to be a great, polished, finished product. Of course, nothing is perfect, right? There's no such thing as perfect for anything in this world, but I think the game will do just fine, if not great. And I can't wait to see you guys there when it does launch. But until launch, I still will be making videos and covering this game. So I hope you guys join the ride, and subscribe, like the video if you like the video, and share this around. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. It's your boy Jet. I'm out. Peace.